welcome back to my channel. It's for Faith and Motherhood. How are you doing today? I'm good. Thanks for asking. Alright, thank you for being here once again. So let's grab a seat. Let's jump right in. Today I want to talk about seasons. And just before we go on, I have a question for you. Do you know the season you're in right now? Are you aware of the season you're in? Just to buttress that question, I have this verse to share that the Lord bade me to get more insight on during the course of the week. So it's from Proverbs 10 verse 5. So this is it. Know the importance of the season you're in, and a wise son you will be. But what a waste when an incompetent son sleeps through his day of opportunity. That's actually sad. Imagine as a father or as a parent giving your child a particular treasure, and we believe that time is treasure, right? And that's why we don't waste it. So imagine you giving your child something of treasure, and that child decides to make a mess of it, or decide to just see it not as important as you see it. That's going to be disheartening, right? And that's the same way God is admonishing us, that how have we been treating the seasons He has given unto us? I hope you also know that every season you have is a valuable one. Even in that moment of God is not answering you just yet, or it feels so, because yes, that's the way it feels in those moments where you're praying and there's really nothing to back up that prayer just yet. Have you paid more attention to ask yourself that maybe God is answering some other part of my life? I remember I shared a video recently, and that was talking about a year of compulsory break. Actually, I had a year and 6 months of not working. It wasn't fun. But when I look back, I learned some valuable lessons that has taken me through the course of the past years after that season. So yes, every season has its opportunity. There is no season of your life that is a waste. So if you're listening to me and the Lord has called you to a season of rest, just as He called me to in that time, don't struggle with it, please. Because the more you struggle with it, the more you are not receptive to the lessons or the teachings He wants you to learn in that season. And then it could take you a longer time to get through it. You know why? Because the Lord is intentional. And He's a father after all. So the longer it takes for you to get to learn that lesson, it's going to sit with you. So why don't we just calm down? Tell yourself, calm down. And just let the Lord walk through you and in you in that season. So I have another verse I want to share with you. In the famous Ecclesiastes 3. There's time for everything, right? So let's go on to verse 11, and it says, He has set the right time for everything. So are you still doubting if that season you're in is supposed to be where you are? It's not always our village people. Hallelujah. Yes. And it doesn't also mean that the Lord hates you. That's why you're in that season. You can read further in your own personal time. Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for abundance, there's time of scarcity, there's time where you're able to do so many things, and there's a time when you're just resting and you just have to rest. I remember when I was pregnant, it felt like all my active self went hibernating. It's like I had to tell myself, Mercy, just be gracious. Yes, that was what the Lord kept telling me for a long time before I started telling myself. Yes, I struggled with that. It wasn't easy. I like being all over the space. Yes, I love serving the Lord, doing whatever the Lord wants me to do, and just be doing things. But yeah, I couldn't. Many things I love to do, I just didn't feel up to it. And the Lord kept telling me, Mercy, be merciful to yourself, be kind to yourself, be gracious to yourself. So in that season where I couldn't do much, I decided to write, just as He nudged me to. In one of the series upcoming, I'll share more about it. But yeah, every season has its blessings. So don't lose sight of it. That's the message for you today. If you're struggling with rest and the Lord has called you to that season, Please let him go through that season with you. Let it work in you, the workings of the Spirit, to groom you to be a better person. Love and light to you. Thank you for listening and have a blessed week ahead. Thank you. Do like, share, and subscribe. Bye.